Hi guys, welcome to VOYIP Africa, Voice of the Youth in Politics. Today we want to turn our attention to Ghana. I want to look at the state of the coronavirus in Ghana. Now we are pretty much sure and aware that it is because of the coronavirus that schools and other social events were banned. But it is sad to notice how political rallies and campaigns are going on actively in the country. Now, the coronavirus active cases as of 13th November 2020 stands at 1,519 as reported by the Ghana Health Service. And so I do not understand what is going on in this country. Is it that political rallies and those campaigns are much more important than our education, or are much more important than schools that have been closed down? Because you realize that anytime these political parties hold rallies, one, they do not observe social distancing, not to even talk of wearing mask, and the whole place is just overcrowded. So I want to ask, is there any way that any lecture hall can ever be overcrowded like those political parties or those political rallies have been overcrowded? So it saddens me. I do not understand why this thing must be like this. So I want to get right into the University of Ghana campus. I'm here to interact with some of the youth that are still around. I mean, some of the students that are around on campus to see what they think about this particular issue. Is it that political rallies are important than education? That is why schools have been locked down and these political rallies are going on. So let's get right into it. Okay, so you're welcome to VOYIP Africa.
Oh, thank you.
So I'll begin by first giving you the opportunity to introduce yourself shortly.
Okay, I'm Michael Batame, a teaching assistant at the Geography and Resource Development Department here at University of Ghana.
So today I want to ask you about COVID-19 in Ghana. You see, the cases have started rising again, and schools were closed down, cinemas and other social gatherings were closed down because of the rise in the active cases of coronavirus in Ghana. But political campaigns and political rallies are going on actively in the country, and we don't seem to see people practice or obey the safety protocols like wearing of nose mask and also wearing of observing social distancing. So can you say in any way that that contributed to the rise in the active cases?
Okay, Thank you very much for the question. So, with the recent rise in the COVID-19 cases in Ghana, for me, I think is because of the lifts, the rise in the lift the government gave on the restrictions. So, when the government declared that people can just go back to our normal life, he cautioned us to take the protocol measures in mind, that we should take care of it and also make sure we protect ourselves. But you know, people thought the coronavirus was gone, so they just decided not to wear the nose masks again. So, and with the issue of the political rallies and others, when the aspirants go to the lecture areas to communicate to them about their policies and others, you don't see the people wearing the nose masks, or they've all crowded all together. In it will be it will just be the president, the aspirant president, or maybe MP who is wearing it, but the others are not wearing it, and they seem not to care about it, not even to question their people why they are not wearing it. They just live everything as if life is normal, not the new normal. So I think I can confidently attribute the rise of the COVID-19 cases to we neglecting the protocols and others.
So thank you very much. So do you think there are other measures or there are other media that the political parties could use to carry on their campaigns and political rallies rather than gathering people together?
Yes, sometimes this is a matter of elections, and people have to know who they are dealing with. So sometimes you cannot use the social media as the only medium to communicate to the people. So before you can get the vote, you need to move to the rural areas. These rural areas do not have access to internet connection or connectivity. So if you are sharing it on the social media, you won't get the chance to capture some people. Even if within the urban areas, it's not everybody who has a smartphone, or it's not everybody who pay attention to social media stuff. So in order to get these people, you need to move to them. So if you want to move to these people, that's where the party agent, the aspirant themselves, have to make sure that his people that he's working with, make sure that the people observe the COVID-19 protocols. Even if you don't want to have the rallies, and they should have it in a spacious area where there's enough of space. For instance, the stadium and others, they can use those areas. So maybe you a seat in between two people. That would be the perfect way of doing it, because if you are doing it in an open space like a garden or maybe a park, they will come all together. You cannot separate them. But if you are having it in a confined area like the stadium, you can make sure that there is a seat in between them. So I think aside the social media, they have to move to the people, but they have to make sure that they observe the protocols.
Thank you very much.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you.
It's my pleasure.
Welcome to VOYIP Africa.
Thank you.
So, we want to ask you, do you think the current rise in the coronavirus cases can be attributed to the negligence of the public during political rallies to obey, say, COVID-19 protocols?
Um, I think in Ghana here, the way the masses are tied to their political colors, regardless of even there's a pandemic, I think once they know their candidate is in town and is holding a rally, if they are supposed to observe something or a protocol, they might forgo it and still attend the rally. It's not even only in Ghana here. In other countries like in the US, even though most people are supposed to wear masks, Donald Trump hardcore supporters even go to the rallies without masks, and they don't care. All they know is they are going to see and watch and listen to Donald Trump. So it's not a negligence of the public. It's just that if the political party were to have masks in their cars and to distribute to everybody that comes there, I think that will help. Or if they are supposed to warn that anybody that is supposed to come there is supposed to be in mask, or else you won't be allowed, that will help. But then they want to do their campaign, they want to get their voters informed, and you cannot blame the public. It's, even though there's a pandemic, Ghanaians are really tied to their political colors, and I think that's what is motivating them to go to their rallies.
Okay, so what do you think can be done as it stands now? What do you think can be done to help reduce the cases again?
Um, there is just a formality. I don't think there's a special way aside what international doctors and people across the world have specified. If you want to reduce the case, you have to go back to what you did initially. Observe social distancing, wear the masks, and though the protocols, everybody's aware of it. That was even during the lockdown or after the lockdown. But now that there's election coming on, the restrictions have been reduced, and I don't think people, unless of course the security apparatus can get involved before the protocols will be observed. Aside that, I don't think people will even adhere to it because in their view, it has come down, and they're supposed to live free. Corona lockdown is not easy, or wearing masks, or even observing social distances in Ghana. Yeah, I don't think people really like it. So if they want to go back and observe or reduce the numbers, it's just one formality. If you are sick, what do? You are supposed to take medicine. So if you are healed and you are sick again, you're supposed to take the same medicine. I think that's how it is.
So, thank you very much. God bless you for your time. So, you're welcome to VOYIP Africa.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I'm Prince Adata, but my friends normally call me Pastori. Yeah, because I like playing football. Okay, to your question, as you said, there has been a rise of COVID-19, and you're asking whether it's because of this political. I believe yes, because it's also a social gathering, and when people go there, they are not observing the social distancing. They are not wearing their nose masks. So I strongly believe that because of we not observing the social distancing and not wearing our masks, as we all go there and meet, we don't know who might be carrying the sickness. So because of that, we'll be touching, we'll be talking, and it will be moving around. So by before the day we leave there, I strongly believe that one or two people can live there with the sickness, and as they move on to, as they go to their homes too, they can touch someone, greet someone, and as it goes on, the sickness begin to to spread around. So that's my view. So I think that it is better all those political things should be paused for now. After the COVID-19 is being gone, then we can still continue with our political parties and rallies and all that. So that's my
So
view
we'll
about
be
it.
going to the polls on the 7th December. And so quitting or stopping political campaigns will be a very big blow to political parties. Do you think there are other means they could have used to carry on with the campaigns that will not bring the virus?
Oh yes, we have other means like the social media. Yeah, even when we were in the lockdown, people were working online. Even now, you don't have to go to shops to go and buy. You can only order from house to their from your house, and they bring it to you. So I think if I want to do my campaign and I'm in the house and I'm telling my people, when people will truly believe in me that I can work and I'm in the house doing my campaign, saying this what I want to do, I don't believe that we need to be guarded. You understand? But on a social platform, maybe Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any means of reaching to people, when you say it, people do not need to see you before, but they know who you are and what you can do. So I think social media can really help because people really follow social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and other social media platforms. So I think we can also use that place to also tell people, and even with signboards and posters and around, you can whatever you want to write, you can even write just a caption of it, post it around, let people know what the political parties wants to do for us. And because we know we are the government and we know who we want, I think we will know who we are going to vote for. We don't need the person to come and stand here so that will be plenty, and I think social media can really help.
So my brother is saying social media, use of radio, Instagram, and other media can help carry on with the political campaigns. And so, any political party listening to this, you should know that it is not only when you go and make people come together to become overcrowded and they spread the virus to each other that you can win power. You can also resort to the use of social media and other forms of media that will help you win your campaign, win the elections. You can do house to house campaign and other stuff to help prevent the spread of the virus. So you're welcome to VOYIP Africa.
Thank you.
So we first begin by giving you the opportunity to introduce yourself shortly.
Yeah, my name is Nathaniel, a graduate from the Economics Department, University of Ghana, and I'm currently doing my national service with IESS, Institute for Environment and Sanitation Studies.
Okay, thank you very much, Nathaniel.
Yeah, I strongly believe the increase in the coronavirus disease is massively attributed to this thing, the rallies being carried out by the political parties. And we, the youth, we have forgotten the protocols that are at stake, and we have ignored everything. We thought maybe the virus has been eliminated from the system or something like that, but I don't think that is the case. That's why there's still an increase in the COVID-19. So what I believe that like can help reduce the number of cases is the political parties should enhance or should talk to the mass media to educate the youth or put strict restrictions so that like people will be able to wear their nose masks and always sanitize before attending to rallies, and maybe distributing nose masks and hand sanitizers at rallies grounds so that the COVID-19 can be reduced.
Okay, thank you very much. So the other thing I want to ask you about is that what other media or means do you think the political parties and the aspiring MPs and the presidents can use to communicate to the public so that we do not experience the second wave of coronavirus in Ghana?
I think the youth are addicted to social media like WhatsApp, the Facebook, Twitter. So the political parties, and they're also doing their rallies on those platforms, Twitter, WhatsApp, and Facebook. So they can use all those platforms to communicate to the youth about the COVID-19 and obeying the protocols. So,
So thank you very much. So pretty much cool. Those were the views of the students of the University of Ghana. I mean the prestigious University of Ghana. And so I will encourage you personally that you endeavor to adhere to the COVID protocols. Remember to always wash your hands with soap and the running water, and remember also to wear your nose mask anytime you step out. COVID is real. COVID is real. COVID is real. And COVID is still in the system. Don't forget. So you know what? I want to thank you very much for subscribing to VOYIP Africa. And if you have not done so and you are watching the video, please kindly subscribe. And remember to also leave your comments and like the video, share to your friends. Leave your comments about what you think about coronavirus in Ghana. What do you think can be done to prevent further spread or the second wave of coronavirus in Ghana? Leave your opinions and your views in the comment section. Let's get interactive there. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.